Hey guys, how you doing? Give me a second. All choked up.
Oh, baby, don't be all choked up.
Yeah, let's try this again. Good Thursday evening, everybody. I'm Manny Vitale, host of My Fight Our War, and just decided that it's Thankful Thursday.
Mhm.
At least that's sounded good, so that's what I put. And now I'm just trying to see if, for some reason,
What?
this it has a mind of its own. It's not letting me do anything here as far as sharing or doing anything. So we'll
you-
just keep on going
Can
because
you share afterwards?
it eventually will pop on.
Okay.
But the voice to pay no attention to the voice behind
Behind
that
the curtain?
screen or
Uh,
that curtain. It is the great and powerful Oz, also known
okay.
as OG and Rocket and
My
Sunflower.
sunflower.
I don't know why this isn't doing it, but it won't. It's got. Huh. All right. Well, since it won't let me share, leave it up to you guys.
To share it?
Share this out, folks. Oh, wait a minute. I think they changed something around here. Um,
Okay.
yeah. Well, we'll just go with it. So, whoever pops on, pass the word. Share this.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, like I said, happy
Thursday.
thankful Thursday, guys. And right off the bat, man. Batman? Right off the bat, man. At least I didn't say doo doo, because sometimes I do. Sometimes I do.
I know.
Actually, we
What?
all do. You know, or we could say we dropped the kids off at the pool.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you're from Canada, and this is going by Jim Leibel,
In Saskatchewan.
our Canadian sidekick. So if it's wrong, this is on Jim. If you have to go number one, you go and what do you do?
Spend the penny.
Spend a penny. So I guess that means
But
go
I've asked
take
my
a
friends
pee.
from Windsor, and
Yeah.
they have never heard of it. And I said, well, the guy who said it was from Saskatchewan. Well, they're different over there.
Yeah, they're
Okay.
different, and you just described all of us. We're a little
Yeah,
different,
they'll do it different.
but as far as everything goes, you know what? I just wanted to thank you guys for the other night. Like I said, popping on here, it's a rough night, man. And it actually afterwards, after we stopped the
Actually.
live, because we were talking about our family member, near and dear to us, Coach Tony Morrissey, who unexpectedly lost his brother.
Mhm.
And that same day, found out that someone else had some very bad news about a very close friend of family that was diagnosed with cancer. Well, just when you think it can't get any worse, after the live, I was going through Facebook just to share it out, and I saw a post from someone that I've known since kindergarten, um, who lost her son.
Mhm.
I mean,
And then we hear about this football player
yeah,
who
and
just made a
then just
touchdown
now,
3 days
this
ago.
member, excuse me, of the Dallas Cowboys, 24 years old, 4 days ago, recovered a fumble in a game and scored a touchdown 4 days ago, celebrating with his teammates,
Mhm.
having a great time. Tonight, his family is preparing a funeral because he was involved, from what the preliminary reports are, he was involved in a traffic accident and fled the scene. So there was a pursuit, and they actually lost visual of the individual, and actually came in with drones and K9. And in the meantime, they got information that who the person was. I don't have his name, but like I said, it was a member of the Dallas Cowboys, and his either girlfriend, fiance, someone called, notified the authorities about who it was and what happened. And not only,
Marshawn Neeland.
and there's a Michigan connection.
Yeah, he went to Western, right?
He went to Western Michigan and was drafted by the Dallas Cowboys. Mary Jane, how are you? Mary Jane in the house. Mary Jane. Oh,
He loves those things.
Mary Jane. Mary Jane. Just figured I'd throw that in there. But back to what we were talking about.
When Christy's in the house,
Vincent,
and Vincent's
Christy,
in the house.
Christy, thank you for sending that. And I have not heard it yet, because by the time I got home, we were just jumping on to get this, but I will promise you we will listen to it. And thank you for sending that. Vincent, thank you. And again, for people just popping on with us, just really thanking you guys for being part of this amazing family, and your support and love over the past few days with what we are dealing with here, with the loss of family members, with Coach and his brother, with another person getting terrible news about a family friend dealing with cancer. And then after the live, I find out that a friend that I've known since grade school, since kindergarten, lost her son. And we just, before going live on the news, there was a report of a member of the Dallas Cowboys ended up taking his own life after a police chase. 24 years old. 4 days ago, he celebrated with his teammates a touchdown, recovering a fumble. And tonight, his family is planning a funeral. And there's my my nephew, Bo. Bo, how you doing, man? Love you, man. And definitely here. And basically just love you, man. You know that. You need anything, you got my number. But yeah, so after we stopped alive the other night is when I found out about this friend of mine who lost her 28-year-old son. It was like, and then tonight, this young Dallas Cowboy player who took his own life, who has a Michigan tie, played for Western Michigan. And man, I tell you, it's like I always, when we talk about support and what we do here. Lori, how are you, Lori? How important it is to just to listen and follow up and stay in contact, and all these things that are so important with our family members. And then that terrible tragedy with that plane, that UPS, I think it was UPS, plane that lost an engine, went down, and now they're looking for more people that are missing on the ground. I mean, just
another 9.
Just horrific things. So now is a time, there's nothing that we can do. There's no words that I could say to Coach. There's no words that I could say to this friend whose sister's friend is, dealing with cancer. There's no words that I have for this other friend of mine who just lost her son, except we're here and we love you. And, you're not alone, even though you may feel that way. But thank you guys, man. And, life is rough, and what I sent you today kind of goes along with how life and God breaks you down, just to bring you out stronger. Just got to keep going. Don't give up. Just like that one song. If you're going through hell, keep on going. You just get out before the devil knows you're there. So, Vince, we were just talking about that. Yeah, that's we were just saying. Before going live, they originally said that there were the 3 pilots. Or the staff on board the plane that lost their lives. And then they said 9 people. There was a total of 9. But now They just said they are actually looking for 9 more.
9 more are missing.
So God bless, man. It's so for today, this was before I wanted to come out tonight, just to be with you guys again. And then I just thought of Thankful Thursday. Every day is a blessing, but for today, just how for me, just being able to sit here and talk to Vincent and Christy and Lori and um, Tyler and Laura, my nephew Bo, all of you, is such a gift, man. Just to be able to push Mary Jane, just to push this button, and
Mhm.
within minutes, here we are all together.
Yep.
And what a true blessing that really is when
It
you
almost
think
feels like
about
we're
it.
around a table, just
Yeah,
together, sitting with coffee or tea or pop or whatever.
well,
Just
what I like to tell, just like when I tell former Chiefs player was in there at the stop. Yeah, I mean, unbelievable, man. I mean, Vincent, like I was just saying, here 4 days ago, the guy was celebrating in the end zone with his teammates, celebrating, thankful, not only to be alive, but this poor guy, was dealing with some serious mental health
Mhm.
issues, and he was very open about it. And the thing is, I literally, guys, just saw this minutes before
ago.
coming on here. So I'm sorry about not giving everything, but the report was his love for football, and his mom was his biggest fan, and her dream for him as well was to make it to the NFL, and he made it. But I think it was like a week or something
Before
like before the draft, before
She-
she unexpectedly passed away.
Mhm.
And he said that he wears this necklace with her ashes in it and her birthday and how much it means to him. And now he's gone. And it's just, I started thinking back in high school. I'll never forget this. In high school, we had a classmate who took his own life. And there was a lot of rumors. And again, we're talking high school. So you talk about gossip and just bullshit, kids. There was rumors that it was because it was over a bad relationship, over a girl. That it doesn't matter really what it was, but there's all these things. So then people were, like, oh, almost talking bad about the guy, you know, after the fact. You know what? You can't judge somebody for something so horrific happening to them, and then
Mhm.
talk bad about them afterwards. So, in our school paper, a friend of his, um, and the one guy, his name was Ken. I'll just leave it at that. And is the one who took his life. Well, it just so happened his friend's name was Ken. And for a week or so, there was all these negative things being said about him and why he did it, and all these rumors. Well, our friend Ken wrote an article in the school paper, and it said, a lot of people are saying a lot of terrible things and saying a lot of things that they know nothing about, just throwing accusation and hearsay and rumors out there. And I'll never forget reading it. I knew them both very well. And in the article, he wrote, we will never know what Ken was feeling that made him do this horrific thing. And he said, let's just pray to God that we never have those feelings.
There you go. Exactly.
The next day, he killed himself.
Oh yeah. The guy who wrote the
The
article.
guy who wrote the article.
Whew.
I'll never forget it. So again, and I know that I titled this "Thankful Thursday."
Well, we're
And the
thankful
thing
to have
is,
friends
it
to
is so
share.
thankful for all of you. And like you was saying about, and how I said how nice it is just to push a button and here we are all together,
Mhm.
and how nice it is. And then she was giving examples of sitting around and stuff. When I have a guest that comes on who might be nervous, I'll chat with them in the green room before we go live and just kind of try to break the ice, let them chill out and have fun. And I go, you know what? I go, I want with me, I want you to picture we're outside, we're out in the woods, all sitting around a bonfire and just kicked back by a bonfire and looking at the stars and just talking with your friends, talking with family. That's what we're doing. And it's so funny because I had a lot of positive reaction with that. So that's what we're doing. We are sitting around the bonfire, sharing our stories about each other, sharing our feelings about helping, ideas and thoughts and stuff like that. How you doing, Gary? So for me, as far as Thankful Thursday, I am so thankful for the blessing that I can take this little mouse and then go over, click live, and within minutes, here we are. So I'm thankful for that.
Now, between the people that are talking anyway on, because we don't know how many people watch and aren't saying anything, and you and me, that's 11 people. So that's 22 shoulders that somebody could lean on.
Exactly.
You got one on this side and one on this side, and you got huge shoulders over there with Manny, one on each side, and everybody else that's on here, and ears to hear.
There's like, how many times have we heard people we'll sit there, we'll be talking, and it's usually the like family or friends of people who are dealing with active addiction. And it's the family or friends who have never encountered it, don't know anything about it, who are so lost and blindsided by it. They're like, Manny, what do I do? I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. And I'm like, that's right there. Sometimes you don't have to say anything, because there's times when you're dealing with what we deal with, you can say everything and it'll be the wrong thing. You know what? And sometimes the best thing to say is nothing at all. Sometimes the best thing to say is, I'm here for you. I'll listen, and that's it. Just sit there and let them talk. It's amazing sometimes the people that, when I first started, I was literally trying to figure out my way and just saying, well, I'm nervous. I don't know what to talk about. And all of a sudden, once they started, I just sat there and it was just like the floodgates open. And then afterwards, I remember you'd see the people and you could see like the relief in their face. You could see it was like, I for myself, I'll never forget when I did Brad McLeod, Sober School, and Dan and Donna with Hard Knocks. When I did their show, and especially Dan and Donna with Hard Knocks, because it was the first TV or live podcast, and it was live, that I've ever done ever. And Dan was a little worried. He's like, okay, we'll see how it goes. If we'll just play it by ear and see what happens. And it ended up being phenomenal. I had a great time, and it felt like being at home. Like, it felt like being out at the bonfire with my friends is what it felt like to me. And I just opened up, and I remember explaining afterwards that I felt like the world was lifted off my shoulders, that I'm no longer the only one that feels this way, because I started getting a lot of questions and comments that they were screening for me, and people were so supportive, and it was awesome. It was awesome. Yep, Laura, lots of shoulders. And Jacqueline, how you doing, honey? Thank you for your support, and Amber's and all you guys. And but no, as far as thankful, man, I'm thankful for you guys every single time I come on here. So if there's just something in particular that you guys are thankful for, whether it might be a person, it may be something that happened, it could be anything at all, but something that you're thankful for. It could be, for me, Susie the Wonder Dog. I tell you what, she that little shit, I am thankful for her, because there's times where she is amazing with all of my surgeries. It is unreal. It's like she knows, when because I've had my right knee, right hip, and right shoulder all replaced. And plus as you guys know, my back. Man, I tell you what, that Susie would lay on my hip and just purr. And then when my shoulders bothered me, she'd crawl up. So I was thankful for Susie the Wonder Dog. What do we got? I see Christy has
I'm
something.
thankful for that moon that was out yesterday
Oh,
and
the
today.
super
Oh,
moon or whatever it's called.
the
Let's see, Christy, what do we got here? I always pay attention to others and always check on them because you never know that they may be crying out for help. I lost a cousin a few years back. She was only 19 and was just not okay. And she ended up hanging
Hanging
herself. So if you could just check, if you could
check.
just check on your folks, tell them you love them every day. And if you think they need help, reach out. You know what, Christy, it's so true. And I was talking to a guest one time about stuff like just like you just posted. And we were talking about an individual, and he was telling me, he goes, yeah, I do know somebody who I think may be having issues, but you know what? This person has such a huge family and so many friends that they're not alone. And I stopped him. I'm going to listen, man. You could be physically surrounded by people, family, friends, whatever, coworkers, and still feel completely alone. So don't assume that someone else is going to check on them. Don't assume that, because you might be that person that they can relate to, just like all of us, just like Christy and all the people who've come on shared their stories. I've said many times, hey, Amber, Tracy, um, how many times people have come on and sent me messages about the guests that were on, saying how they were so glad, and they'll post it too, about thanking the guests for coming on, and because they got something. It was something that someone said that they went through themselves that maybe didn't happen to me or anyone else, but this one in particular person could relate to what it was.
Mhm.
So our words are so powerful, and by sharing it is just awesome. And we got Jacqueline. Yep, you called.
Yeah, she answered the call.
You
Jacqueline called and Amber
and
showed up.
she answered with the shenanigans answered. I'm thankful for just being here tonight, watching all this here with all of you. And Christy, we are extremely happy for you and the rest of this family. Gary said, lost your feed. Well, that's not good. Hopefully, I'm back.
Yeah.
Don't lose me, Gary. It took us long enough to find you and you to find us. I'm thankful for second chances. Man, I tell you, Jacqueline, you know what? That reminds me of something I was told by a nurse one time. And I think it was after I got stabbed or well, no, because
Oh,
I
a
didn't go to the
gunshot to the
hospital that
face?
time.
Yeah,
I
right.
did, yeah, I
Yeah.
couldn't go to the hospital that time. It was oh, what was it? My appendix, something. It was one of the times, and this nurse, maybe I think it was my sepsis in my arm when they had to do surgery.
Why not?
This one nurse came. That's what it was because they had to do a pick line change, and this one nurse he was looking at my history, and he's just like, "You've been involved, with a shooting, a stabbing, this, and you're still here." And I'll never forget. He said, "You're here for." He goes, "Boy, you've been given another chance." And I'm like, "My man, you have no idea." And second
Second chance.
chance, third chance, so I to say I've been blessed is true, but I have been blessed many times, and for for that is something that I try not to take for granted and realize how blessed I am and never to forget that. Um, Donald Blow, how are you? So Jacqueline, I'm with you, man. Yes, definitely thankful for the chance and thankful for just being able to share that with others. I think is such another something that really is very important for me is because people say you've been so blessed you're alive and how great it must make you feel to overcome this and that and everything else, which trust me it does, But one thing that really makes me feel so much better is when I get a response from someone saying, by hearing my story, just like all of yours, man, that it
Mhm.
made a difference in their lives. So that means all of the terrible shit that we've gone through, it happened for a reason. And for me, when I first started this, it was pretty crazy to think that by sharing such terrible things, to sit here live, in front of a camera and a microphone and share terrible things, you know, would be such a positive response. And it's what it is. And it's for, the worst thing that we could do is do nothing. The worst thing we could say is say nothing. And for me, that was Manny. That was Gunner. I kept everything in. I had no emotion, good, bad, or ugly, man. I mean, things would happen to me, my family, my friends, and it could be something very tragic. And to look at me, you would never know. It was like stone cold, just the you could tell me something and there'd just be a glare. That's why it was so funny when someone said something about us, you got a nice smile. And I told them,
What?
I basically told them to fuck off. I was like, because I thought they were being a smart ass or something. And they're like, oh, okay.
Okay.
That was like, oh, because I was never told that before. And then another friend pointed out to me, she goes, that's because you never smiled.
Yeah.
You were always just angry. So, yeah, it's,
That's a rough way to be, angry all the
you
time.
know what?
That'll
And
wear your butt out.
if I wasn't angry, I wasn't breathing. I mean, that was just me. And that was just my life. And, for the longest time, I thought that was normal. 29 degrees tomorrow. Is that what you're thankful for, Donald? This is Thankful Thursday. Burr. Tracy, they really are. Amber, you're good. You did answer the call.
Yeah.
You know what? All of you guys,
I'm writing them. Don't you worry.
Kathy,
Ingalls and one of my best friends.
oh, Kathy, how you doing? And I'm sorry. God bless you. You deserve. You know what? Let's get Kathy on there. There you go. Kathy, bless you.
Yeah.
You must truly be a saint. Now I forgot what I was talking about.
See, good. Yeah, it's for being mean.
Does she realize you're not really a nurse too?
Ay, ay, ay.
I mean, it's not like we're live and everyone's watching this. No, she's got a license,
She and I
and
worked.
it's just.
She and I worked together for many years, actually.
Oh, so
At
she's not a
Detroit
nurse
Receiving-
either.
At Detroit Receiving
Oh,
Hospital.
you got that same kind of the sticky note that you just write over it. Carrie, how are you, Carrie? Or Athabama. Athabama. I said it without
You
even
said
thinking
it
about
again,
it.
Athabama.
It's Athens, Alabama, but I just decided to make it Athabama.
Yeah.
See that? We can do whatever we want. It's our world. Athens, Alabama, with Carrie, JD, and Bree, and the whole family, man. Great to see you guys. And I believe, Carrie, I thought I saw JD post that you guys got a new addition to the family. Did you get a new dog? Yeah, there's so many posts and stuff that I try to get to. Right now she's like, dog, we don't got a dog, but I thought it was JD, so I hope I'm not wrong. What do we got? Tracy, hold on now. Hey, that blessing of a second chance reminds me. Gary and I are going to watch a documentary after death from Angel Studios, people's near death experience and how some experienced a dark fall. They were brought back, given another chance, and now chance changed their life. I'm telling you, man. It's really amazing when you. That's why another reason I just. See that, Carrie? I did. Yes. Aha.
The dog. It's for JD.
It's for JD. Well, congratulations on the addition to the family. See that? I pay attention.
You do.
I do.
And your memory is
I do.
incredible. Think of all that alcohol that probably burned up a lot of brain cells. It's incredible. Your memory is so good.
It's my Anheuser's.
Woo.
But See, now I just forgot what I was saying.
Well, we started to watch Harry Potter, and he's giving me all the words that the guys are going to say in the next like scene. It's like, okay,
I've seen it once
can
or
I
twice.
see it?
Oh, hold on
What's
folks.
Anthony?
Coach
Oh, Coach is on. Hi,
dropping
Coach.
by to say we love you. Thanks to everyone, the family, so much. We deeply appreciate you, Coach
We
Tony.
love you too,
Um,
Tony.
I don't know if you saw or heard, but after seeing the post the other morning, obviously I didn't say anything until I saw the post out there that you put it out there, and I just threw it out to our family, about you and Mimi and your brother and to the whole family, and the response was immediate. People
Mhm.
just started jumping on, talking about you. I was talking about you nephews and Rach and Maddie and just all of you
The
guys
whole
and
crew.
everything that it's time for family to be together.
Mhm.
And the response was overwhelming. So Tony, Coach, we love you so much, and
You were getting lots of love from this family.
and you will never stop. We are not only here for you now and yesterday, but you're stuck
From
with
now
us.
on.
You are stuck with us. And that's that, man. We love you so much.
Mhm.
And but Coach, I'm not sure if you saw any of that the other night, or if Bo may have or somebody, but it was just literally the whole night, because it was a very, seeing your post, reading it. And the thing is, I never got to meet him, but just the fact of how close you and Mimi and Bo and Jade and Mason and Rach and Maddie are, and how much we love you, man.
Mhm.
Reading your post hurt me. And later on, I got a message from a friend whose sister, very good friend of the family, was diagnosed with cancer the same day. So I was just like, good God, man. So we were sending prayers out as well. Well, little did I know, I was doing the show that night. As soon as I finished the show, all of a sudden I look on a post from a girl that I've known since kindergarten, posted that she just lost her 28-year-old son
Mhm.
very unexpectedly. And it was just like, you got to be kidding me. So it was all within 2 days of all this happening. And but Tony, just so you know, man, always here for you. A phone call away. You need us. I could
We
be at the
got you.
airport like that.
We might
May
not be able
take
to
me a
take
while.
off. Wait a minute. Wait. We may not be able to take off. A lot of Detroit's
Well,
flights
we're
are
not
being
closed
canceled.
yet, but
Oh, we are on the list for closure.
wait a minute. Okay, Coach. Kindergarten.
Kenny got yeah.
So like 1839? No, it was 1841. And Coach,
He did just have a birthday, you know.
I just turned
October 30th.
50
Yeah, I
or
believe that.
60. There's a
Yeah,
zero. I know
some of
that.
those numbers was zeros on it.
Coach, yes, sending hugs and prayers for you as well as a family your way, Coach Tony Morrissey. That's from one of the half of the Shenanigators, Jacqueline. And yes, so close. Yeah, I tell you, I had some people wishing me happy birthday, and it was like asking me about my ARP card. I'm like, what? I go, just so you know, I got that years ago.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
but
you get that when you're 50,
I and the thing
which
is,
seems so young these days.
well, was it now? Today's 60 is like, was it 40 or yes?
Whatever you want
Or,
it to be.
well, I'm
Pick a
gonna go.
number, doesn't matter.
I'll go with 40.
Okay.
Something like that.
Okay.
Don't sleep on the arm. Oh man, I tell you. But Coach, man, I don't know if you got a chance to see the other night too. This past Monday, we had these beans are legit. These what? These
It hasn't come up on my phone yet.
Um,
Oh, those bennies, the benefits.
what am I reading?
the
I
ARP
can't. Oh, see, I need glasses.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
but
The benefits
Monday,
are legit from
they're
ARP.
legit. So I can get my coffee at McDonald's,
You
my
can always get
senior.
coffee. Yeah, you might.
But Monday, I don't know if you saw, we had Dave Stevens on, and we were
Who's
chit chatting about
always
it.
a delight.
And yeah, that
So
was
entertaining.
that was an eventful show. And again, I have to thank you for that. So and you getting all these hugs coming into you still, Coach. Gary, you may join.
I made.
What do you mean?
You have to be 50. So
So
Gary, you may have a few years to go yet.
yeah, we're not sure how old you are, Gary.
Yeah.
Dave is my hero. Seriously, I tell you what. Just listening to him. I mean, because we were talking about there are no disabilities with him. It's abilities that are just a little harder to do, but they're still his abilities. They're not disabilities. And seriously, though, you are so right. I mean, but we were talking about that, and he had all these obstacles. I will be 58 in January, Gary.
Well, then sign up for your
There you
AARP
go.
card. There you go.
That dude is a machine. He is incredible. But like I did mention, because other people were chiming in saying, man, I feel like an ass now complaining about my knee or complaining about this. I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I go, that doesn't make anyone else's issues any less. It doesn't, oh, well, I can't complain about this. And it has nothing to do about complaining. If there's something going on, I mean, it's just, it may not be to the extent of someone else's, but just because someone else has something worse than you are experiencing doesn't make yours any less. So, yeah. But Tony, we were talking about some of his antics. A couple of my favorites were him on the carousel at the airport, where he was in the suitcase going around in the suitcase, just sitting in there. And the other one was on the golf course when he was in the middle of the sand trap, and then it looked like his buddies all groomed around it, and it almost looked like he was in quicksand. But it was a very eventful. It was a very the show went in so many directions. It was very serious, obviously, about some of the things he had to go through. And some of the terrible things that he endured, and not only physically, emotionally, by others. And some of his stories about, he's sitting there talking to me. He goes, I was in the outfield, me and Barry Bonds, and then me and Darryl Strawberry, and then me and Jim McMahon. And I was just like, oh, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Not. But it was just a very motivating show, because there was never any, which I don't know why I'm telling you, you're the one that introduced me to him, but he just very positive, very outgoing, and we shared quite a bit, and he's got some things in the works, and I jumped all over that, and I told him, I said, listen, man, if there's anything moving forward, I would love to be part of it. So you just never know. And again, I owe that to you. So thank you so much for that. And not only that, Tony, but also I want to thank you for sharing your posts. Ever since the loss of your brother, you have never been one to shy away from anything. And this here is Coach. This is Tony Morrissey. You are on social media, and you are, instead of being in mourning and not saying anything, and just as somber as can be, you're sharing very beautiful posts and pictures of your brother, your family, all together. And for all of us that don't, for the people that don't know you personally or your family, they're getting to know you as well as your brother. And
Read he just wrote something.
uh
Starts with "we need."
We need more Dave Stevens in our world today. Also, addiction is a big part of my brother's story. We should share. You know what? Co- uh, Tony, we anytime, man. Definitely. You know, you let me
Pick
know
a day
when.
when you're not at
Um,
work.
you let me know when. If you wanted, yeah, you just let me know when. Obviously, Monday is as far as time wise, we'll open it up as long as you want. But if Mondays don't work for you, you let us know and we will make it happen. I don't care what day it is.
Hmm.
But to jump back onto you, I mean, and see that's Tony, that's
Yeah,
Coach.
always giving
Deflect.
other
It's
people. Yeah,
everyone else is doing all this.
yeah.
Just like that's
Deflect
why.
like he's got Teflon
Well,
on him.
that's why I always talk about him and
Uh-huh.
Mimi and Bo and the rest of them is because, well, okay, I know you're not going to talk about yourself, but I'm going to talk about you and I'm going to brag about you,
Mhm.
because it's an honor for me to be able to call you family and brother.
Mhm.
And like I said, by what you're doing is all of the people that, um, yes, we get to talk about the Tigers. Oh, those damn Tigers. But well, we could talk about the Yankees, but they got kicked out. They got booted so far
Yeah,
before
well,
the Tigers.
we got to just go back. We got to go to the Lions now.
Yeah, well, yeah, we're the Bears. We got to talk about that too because I did
Mhm.
reach out to you because I was thinking. Obviously, the Yankees are your team, but I was thinking because of where you're at, that it was either going to be the Giants or the Jets. I wasn't even thinking of the Patriots or whatever it was. Um, so I reached out to try to see who your favorite team was, and it happened to be the Sunday because I know I was giving you crap about the Tiger game, and it was shortly after that that we played the Bears. I had no idea who your favorite team was. It just so happened to be that Sunday we played the Bears, when I think we won by. Wait a minute, the Jets. No, no, no. Bo said your favorite team's the Bears, and the Lions beat them like 52 or 50 something to 2. Anyways, we love you,
Yeah, he's
and
got to go. He says I'm out.
he's out.
He's out.
Well, what, we'll chit chat because we are definitely going to have you on anytime you want, and we'll chat
And we hear about your
and
brother.
get to know about your brother inside out.
We
The
never got
good,
a
the
chance to
bad, the
meet.
ugly, and whatever. To go Bears, the Bears.
The Bears.
Well, hey, you got the Pope who like the
Yeah,
Bears.
yeah. He's
Louis, you got
Pope
Louis.
Louis.
Yeah, Pope Louis.
Pope.
Pope. Pope Louis. Poop Louis, Pope Louis. Louis got to
I don't think he
drop the
cares.
kids off at the pool. But thank you again, for popping on with us, and thank you again for sharing, your stories about your brother and your family with our family, with all of us together, because you can see how much everyone loves you and Mimi and the rest of the family. So please let them all know, that love them and can't wait to see you. And Caleb, I knew it was going to be time for you to get to work, so you have a safe night at work. We love you, brother, and thank you for popping on with us to share some time before you go to work.
Mm-hmm.
Um, let's see. That was nice seeing
Yeah, Coach, come on.
Coach come on there.
Bo probably told him we were on.
Yeah.
Since I think it's too cold for them to work on their backyard project, so they're probably both in the house.
I think we're caught up.
Uh-huh.
Have a
There's
good
cousin
night
Tony.
at work, Caleb. But well, that was nice. That was nice, and that was for those of you. See, it's so weird too, man, because we sit here and talking about like Coach and everybody, the shenanigators. Yeah, we know each other,
Mhm.
from the post. We know each other from seeing the pictures. and some of us know each other a little bit more so that have been on the show. So you get to actually see them talking, hear them talking, and it's like you get to that next level. And then, of course, after that is meeting them, and for a coach, and for me seeing those posts, it was nice because as I read them, I could hear his voice as he's telling the story and as he's explaining things about his brother and about Mimi and about different things. I could hear him, as he's saying these words, and it made me even closer to the story. And that's why I thought it was just so nice of what he's doing, to invite you guys in to something so sad, but to turn it into something meaningful, to know more, to hear his side of his story about his brother. So
he's
thank
already
you
been
for
through
that.
enough with his son. Come on,
What's that?
he's already been through enough with his son.
Oh man! And for those of you, he is the him and Mimi and the rest of the family are so they're it's the Brian Cody Brothers and Sisters Foundation that you've heard me talk about many, many times. And we had the honor of being in New Milford, Connecticut in August. And I had the honor and the privilege of being a guest speaker. And there was no pressure. Who did I follow? Dave Stevens. I mean, you talk about a setup, man.
Wow.
Yeah, man. I want you to be a keynote speaker. I want you to come on and tell your story, this and that, in front of everybody. I'll do it, Tony. I'll do it, Coach. Okay. By the way, we're going to send you a little breakdown of the times and everything, the schedule. Great. I'm looking at it and it said so such and such band, then this, and then this speaker, then the band, and then Dave Stevens speaks, then the band comes on, followed by Manny Vitale. And I'm like, what? I follow, and for all of you who saw Dave on Monday, this is a 7-time Emmy Award winning producer.
Yeah.
Who I had to follow. I know this may be
diamonds are made under pressure, baby.
Yeah, this may be shocking, but I have not won seven Emmys. I have not won 6. I haven't won any. I've never been nominated. No. But I had the honor to follow a 7-time Emmy Award winning producer. And I held my own.
Yeah, you did actually. You did very well.
But yeah, it was nice to see Coach pop on. I wonder if I could. I think it's shared. I'm not sure, but that's another thing I'm supposed to be doing now. All you guys, shenanigators, especially the shenanigators. I gotta, and
put them to work.
All of you. Yep. It's time to go to work.
Minions,
I need all you guys.
All the minions.
Because this is what I'm supposed to say. Can you please share this out? So please share this out.
Yeah. Share it on your pages.
Put it on your pages. Share. And then I'm supposed to say, by the way, if you could please go to YouTube and subscribe to My Fight Our War, it would really help us out tremendously. And then what else? TikTok. See, yeah, just TikTok. Just do whatever you guys want. We'll just leave it at that. I'm not one of those. I'm not going to be sitting here telling you, do this. Do what you guys want to do.
Like and subscribe.
Either way, I love you guys and appreciate you being here. So we'll just leave it at that. But you know what? Tonight, another thing I'm thankful for is for those of you who know this song. It's the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald, and about a freighter that went down in Lake Superior 50 years ago. They're having a special on it tonight here in Detroit, here or on our local station on Channel 4, and I'm really looking forward to that. And
at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah, I was a bunch of us from when I was with Detroit Police, and that a friend has a place up in the UP, and over by the Sioux,
Means
by
Upper
this
Peninsula
Upper
for those of you who
Peninsula.
are
Yeah,
not from Michigan.
yeah. For those, Michigan, or Michigan, and then up here, for those of you, we got the mitten, and then the UP. That's how everyone knows Michigan. But anyways, it's the true story about the Edmund Fitzgerald. It was a tragic. It was a freighter that went down 50 years ago in this frigid water in Lake Superior. It's like very, very deep, very, very cold, and unfortunately, no one survived. And they made a song about it, and it's just a beautiful song. And me and a bunch of guys were at our buddy's cabin up there we decided to have our own fishing tournament. So we were up there, and yeah, we had a few in us. We had quite a few in us, and we're in this little 12-foot fishing boat, little outboard motor.
How many of you?
Well, there were probably about 12 of us up. There's a bunch of us.
No, in the boat.
Well, just me and my buddy. There was only 2 in the boat.
Oh.
But it was, we're in the bay, and then we're by the St. Mary's River. And those of you who know Michigan know what I'm talking about, in the UP, Upper Peninsula. And then from there, you go into Lake Superior, which is this massive Great Lake.
It's the biggest of the Great Lakes.
So here we are in this little tiny aluminum boat with this little outboard motor, with this huge cooler full of beer and shots, whiskey. So we decided, let's just go around cut through the river here and out into Lake Superior.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what a great idea. So as soon as we cut around, it was the most eerie feeling. And I mean, we were only not even a quarter mile, into Lake Superior, but it was just the most intimidating. It was a very eerie feeling. And I remember kind of joking around. I started singing the song, The Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. Well, all of a sudden, my buddy, he goes, wait a minute. I don't like the way that song ends because it sinks and everyone dies.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I go, wouldn't it be something if our motor didn't start? And we were like, yeah. So we fired that motor up and got our ass back back into the river. But that's on tonight, and I'm looking forward to seeing that.
Yeah, evidently the Lake Superior is the biggest lake of the Great Lakes.
Oh,
but I guess it can be absolutely almost like ocean waves.
Oh,
just
it's
huge waves.
Yeah, they
That's what
talked
took
to
Edmund Fitzgerald down.
They talked to quite a few of the captains that captain these huge freighters, and they said certain parts are just treacherous as can be because of the waves, because of the winds, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing that. So it's another thing I'm thankful for.
Yeah.
But mainly is being able to spend time with you guys and just share things and unexpected stuff. That's why I love everything live.
True.
And the thing is, that's all I've ever known since I started doing this. Only because, not because it was like, man, I'm just gonna just jump right in. Back to my IT skills suck. And then to record it and then like download it and then put it into YouTube and then StreamYard to this. It was like, what? I got to do
Not
what?
Yet. Not yet.
So now, back then they said, or you could just hit live. And I was like, I'm in. And I remember Dave and Tana and other people, they're like, Manny, you can record stuff, then edit it if you make mistakes. And I was like, why would I do that?
He likes the mistakes.
You know what? We're human, man. That's why I love going live, is because I screw up pretty much, anytime I'm talking and, just it's human, Why would
when you're outside and there's the wind blowing and you're still talking?
Oh yeah.
I can't really hear you, but I could see your lips moving.
Yeah, and then there were times, even though I knew that there was time, I'm sitting there saying, I know the mic's probably for shit right now. You could probably not even hear me. Well, it just so happened that's when the wind kicked up. So no one heard me saying about that. And then as soon as it stopped, there I am just talking again.
Mhm.
Or there's times when I'll be talking that I eat a bug and I start choking on a bug, and then either that or just get a big old loogie and spit that. It's like, oh, they're like, dude, you're live.
Eh,
So,
eh,
you know what? It's just,
life is life.
it's authentic. It's real. It's all of us at My Fight Our War,
Yeah.
and it's our family. And so, man, I appreciate all you guys. Vincent, thank you so much for everything. Laura,
He's in a private suite. It says. I'm not sure.
I'm good here in a private suite.
Okay,
A
I hope
private
that's-
suite.
I hope that's good.
Yeah, it's in like a nice 5-star motel.
Or
I hope
Yeah,
it's not a
in a
private
tent?
suite, as in a hospital. We don't want to hear that.
hmm.
Gary, right on.
Yeah, that's right, Gary.
Gary, I can't remember if it was you or Tracy that was on, because I remember you got that new vehicle. Congratulations.
Mhm.
And you and Tracy were going to stop by last. And I tell you what, it's a good thing that I remembered about being shorthanded, because there's no way I would have been able to talk to even say hi to you that day, because I was in and out of the bay, where you saw me actually, because we've got a lot of our storage bikes. People are coming in, dropping off their bikes for storage. So we're doing it's like oil changes, maintenance on them before storage. And I mean, we're literally running anywhere between, like, it could be 10 bikes one day, 30 bikes the next day.
Ooh.
Well, Saturday, we had a person off as well. And it was nonstop from 9 a.m. until 5 p.m. Nonstop, back and forth. If I wasn't walking down towards the warehouse, I was riding back with the bike. If I wasn't walking back with it was just nonstop. So the point of this, Gary, is if you and Tracy can, like I said, I won't be able to chat long, but I'll be able to check out your new ride. If you want to pop in this Saturday, it'd be great to meet Tracy and say hi and check out your new vehicle.
There
So
you go.
you know where I'm at. It's Wolverine Harley Davidson, 44660 North Gratiot Avenue, just one block south of of Hall Road, which is on 59. I don't know why I'm telling you that. You were there. So anyone else
Well,
who
for
wants
anybody
to
else who wants to stop
anyone
by.
else who wants to pop in, say hi and buy a Harley, buy some parts, buy some shirts, and paraphernalia.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
whatever. See, I'm so used to that being illegal. Yep.
Uh,
Hey, there you go. After 2:00. I understand completely. Sounds great after 2 from Gary, and I got an
Correct.
okay from Tracy.
All right.
So there. I'm looking
There
forward
you
to
go.
seeing you, Trace, and your new ride. All right, guys. Well, listen, man. It was very, and see, another thing about being live is you never know what to expect. I had no idea that Tony was going to pop on. Morrissey, none. I didn't talk to him. Brandon Hughes, how are you, man? It's been a while. I hope all is well with you and your family.
You came on just in time for him to say
I
goodnight.
was just gonna say, I hate that too, because it's like,
Well,
oh man,
he can listen to it.
it was so funny because I remember. Thank you, Brandon. I appreciate that, brother. He said happy birthday.
Aw.
Um,
Thank you.
God, what was I gonna say?
To you and me.
No, it was about coming on, and just as soon as we're winding things down, I remember Amber one time. We did a live, and I was just spent, man. It was one of those days where it was like, there was no plan to go live at all. It's not like we had a
A guest or
person coming
something.
on or anything like that. But the next day, I got a message from Amber saying, are you going live or something like that? And I said no, that no plans on going live. And she replied that she was just having a rough day.
And she needed one of.
And she said,
one
I'd
of the
really,
shows.
would love for to come on. And And I was like, oh man, I said, you know what? Hey, that's what we do here, right? And I go, well, I'll tell you what. I go, "Well, come on, just for just for a little bit." And I think we were out for like an hour, hour and a half, or something like that. Because you know what? That's what you do for family.
Mhm.
You know what? Just like I needed you guys the other day, just like every time I'm on here, man. And she needed us, and we were there, just like with with Coach and anyone else. So always glad to be part of this amazing My Fight or War family and the extended family with all the other platforms as well. So, anyways, you guys have a great night, and it's still Thursday, right?
Still Thursday.
Still Thursday, and most likely, let's see. I have to get back with Coach. We'll find out when we're going to go live because
Hear about his brother.
for him to pop on with that information, it must be very important for
Mhm.
him,
Mhm.
to share his brother's story, and not only that, but him and his family as well, because it it affects more than, as we all know, when you're dealing with addiction, when you're dealing with mental health issues, it doesn't just affect that one person, man. It affects the whole family. Okay, Brandon, I have some bad news for the family. I had a relapse and I'm better now. Thank you for being here. Brandon, you know what? You're here with us.
Mhm.
The most important thing that, or the best news is you're here.
Yeah.
You know, bad news, you know what? That's just, it's unfortunate news.
But you are human.
Bad news would be you're no longer with us.
Mhm.
Brandon,
But you're here.
you stumbled. You know what? I'm not going to make no excuses for you. You're a big boy and you wouldn't want me to. I know that. And but you also know, that we're here
Mhm.
no matter what. We're not going to judge you, man. Do you know how many, oh my God, I can't even, how many times I've just sat there and, you know, uh, how about the old saying, yeah, I'll change tomorrow. Tomorrow, well, I'm gonna do this when tomorrow. I'm gonna go to a meeting tomorrow. I'm gonna start this, whatever it is, whether it's just going through social media or meetings or a sponsor or steps or whatever it is. You know, we have a way to manipulate. But when it gets to the point of lying to ourselves, you can lie to everyone, but you can't lie to yourself. And God knows we try. But Brandon, we love you, man. And you got this. We're here for you. Pop on here, message me. You got my number. You got our information, brother. Um, I had to think of my family. Oh, shoot, I lost it. Where'd it go? I lost it again.
I had to think of my family, and it's the better choice. Yes,
Without a
you are
doubt, my man.
absolutely right.
And Brandon, I don't have to tell you, or no one has to tell you, or we don't have to tell anyone. We know what we have to do, and we know what we need to do. And but the bottom line is, you need to do it for you. And yes, you are right. You have to think of your family
Mhm.
because there's circumstances, there's consequences
And they
that
love
come
you.
with this. And we all know that we've been faced with those consequences where some bridges can't be, they get burned, they can't be rebuilt, and we don't ever want that to happen. And
And Laura said relapses are opportunities to learn and opportunities to grow. We are
well
so
put,
glad you are here. Thank you, Laura.
Laura. Very, very well put.
Yeah.
And Brandon,
You
whatever
always
you
have
want to
a
do,
family here,
you know what,
Brandon.
Brand, whatever you want to do, man, you keep
Mhm.
popping on with us this way. You want to come on the show? You want to come on and talk about it? You're more than welcome to. If you don't
Mhm.
want to
That's
now,
okay too.
you don't have to. If you want to wait a day, a week, a month, and then come on and talk about it, if whatever you think would be best for Brandon, you let us know and we'll make it happen. If
Yeah.
you feel that you want to come on and discuss your relapse, hey,
Have
the
at it.
floor's yours.
Have at it.
If you want to wait, the floor's yours whenever you're ready. And like I said,
But it's very brave of you to even
you know
share that
what?
with us.
Exactly. Exactly. You didn't have to say a word, but
That's
you
right.
did.
You did.
And the thing is, what do you got? You got, my cousin and everyone else here. Just, we're cheering for you, man. We
Yeah.
love you. You got this. You got this. There are no setbacks. There's only great comebacks waiting to happen. And that's you. So you let us know what you want to do, Brandon. No, seriously, man. If your call, no matter what, you know how to get a hold of us, and we'll make it happen for you. So again, Vincent, Laura, everybody, thank you again for another great night just to chat. Brandon, love you, man. Look in that mirror and be proud.
Yeah.
Be damn proud of the hero looking back at you, because you're here. You're alive, man. And this obstacle isn't a bad thing. This obstacle is going to make you stronger.
That's right.
And you've got a bunch of us here, and we're rooting. So love you guys. Thank you for everything. And just remember, addiction is only a word. It's not a death sentence. Keep fighting that good fight, because the best is yet to come. Love you guys.
Good night.